scale modelers, and welcome to another quick and dirty build and review. This episode is part 2 of my Battle of Britain on a Budget series. This is Tamiya's 48 scale BF109E. I scored this on eBay from a seller who's not really in the model business, so it was priced cheap. And it was in new condition, you know, I had the wrapper on it and everything, but that's the whole idea. I'm scrounging for deals so that I can do my Battle of Britain Sky-O-Rama. And the Tamiya 48 scale BF109E, it comes in no less than 3 different versions from the year 1940 in the France campaign. So one of these, which I am going to build, is Adolphe Galland's BF109, and he flew a lot of missions as a commander in the Battle of Britain. And at the end of 1940, Adolphe Galland had around 57 air victories. That's one good pilot. So anyway, let's get down to this thing and get down to some Battle of Britain action. I have used Vallejo gray primer on, this will be my 3rd kit now, and I'm using it at full strength in the airbrush, and it goes on in a very subtle way. I had to really look close to see that it was coming out of the airbrush, but it works great with my paints, and that's all I really care about. But yeah, it's very thin, and it's almost hard to see that it's going on, but it does work well. And, you know, just by its nature, I'm running at full strength through the airbrush, and it's a little bit thick. And so I am running about 60 seconds worth of rubbing alcohol through the airbrush to clean it out after using this primer stuff. And things have been working great so far. So that's the method that I'm using. You know, just be mindful that it'll gum up your airbrush. So really clean it out after you use it. And this stuff works pretty well. I'm doing a base coat of Tamiya flat aluminum, and I'm hoping that might help me with weathering later in the process. And I think that's just a good start because that airplane started out flat aluminum. This is a light brownish green khaki. So, you know, I mixed khaki with dark green, and so that'll be the lighter of the 2 shades. My base coat's dark. And I'm just trying to follow the painting guide here with my strips of tape. Okay, this is the first of my pilot figures to ever have eye pupils and a mustache. So here's 48 scale Adolphe Galland. I'm getting a pop-in fit with the cockpit to the fuselage, so that's a nice touch. It lets you know you got it lined up right. Message from the future, where I bend quantum physics to better serve your scale modeling enjoyment. Now with the decals, do the foundational original factory decals first at the top of the page so that those are all in place before you do the individual squadron versions of your BF109. Building Luftwaffe warbird models are fun because of the multi-layer camo that they did. Okay, so I've got this base flat aluminum coat, and then I've got the dark green that is the dominant wing shade, and then I've got the khaki green over the top, and now I'm gonna mask off the top stripe here and completely protect the wings so that I can shoot a very light blue on the sides of the fuselage for yet another layer. And so Luftwaffe warbirds are just a beautiful canvas to get to work with, and it rewards nuance. Got an update on the Battle of Britain on a budget. I was cutting tape and masking the canopy for my Tamiya BF109, and I found at Woodridge Hobbies of Lamont, Illinois, I ordered from them a AMT Junkers 88, pretty much in line with Battle of Britain, and I got it for under $20. I think it was like $17.99 and under $8 shipping. So I just scored my next build for Battle of Britain on a budget, and this project is rocking. Canopy, call this time. Scale modeling excitement. Willkommen in der Canopy Corner. Ich bin ein motherfucker. Check out this detail that I got here. So right here, this is the aft section behind the pilot's head where the armor plate is, and well, the back part of the canopy assembly. And the Tamiya is molded with good enough detail. I was able to slice that semi-panel there. And also, too, I got enough detail on the front part, the face, those semi-panels that were in the front quarter of each side. So those little semi-panels, I think I'm going to get that little line to pop through. And this was the first thing I did to start the build, because this is the first time I'm going to shoot primer on my clear parts. And that's a first for my canopies. So the canopies keep evolving, and let's see how this turns out. Okay, this canopy, I would give myself a B for this one. I did get some of those semi-lines in there, I think. And but just like a surgeon, if you leave a scalpel inside the patient, you fucked up. And that is Tamiya masking tape in the crack of that rear piece right there. And I like the way the headrest came out. I don't know if that's historically perfectly correct, but Adolf Galland, I did the mustache and the eyes on this one, and I'm glad I did, but people aren't going to get to see the detail on that. But overall, a pretty successful canopy this time, but I left the tape on there, but overall decent. Canopy Corner, Canopy Corner. What the fuck is gonna happen this time? Scale modeling excitement. Here's my rigging technique for warbirds. A dab of canopy glue, a dab of canopy glue, an electric guitar G-string, cut to size, lay it on the top, it usually takes a couple of tries. And just don't touch it, and hopefully it's going to work out. It might take 2 or 3 tries. I have 2 pieces of fishing line of equal length, and I'm going to use a fishing knot to make a couple of loops, and I'm going to hang this BF109. The Tamiya 48 scale Messerschmidt BF109 kit, the fit and finish are just terrific. The only thing I had to patch was the little gap between the wing and the body. The body, the detail, the rivets, all that stuff looks great. It was a great canvas upon which to paint. And I now have one of the celebrities of the Luftwaffe hanging from my recording studio ceiling, and this Skyarama is really coming together. So I do have my new JU-88 on the floor right now, and so there will be updates to come on the Battle of Britain Skyarama, and this has been another quick and dirty build and review. Thanks for watching.